and by welcome back, I mean welcome back to the first time that I've sat down and talked to you guys since April, which is crazy. It was a much needed break from doing all of this. I went to Japan, San Francisco, California. I was all over the place, opened Epic Universe, like I've truly never been home less in my life, barely breathing and barely able to keep my schedule together. I've had like no me time, but I feel like now is the time where the dust is settling and I am so ready to return weekly to Star Wars with Meg. I'm always very, very active on TikTok and on Instagram. So appreciative of your patience with me while I navigated the past few months. And on top of that, I knew I was gonna be busy. So I had filmed some like extra stuff ahead of time so that I could have something to pull from without having to film it. And then my memory card broke on this camera. I've never in my life had a memory card just suddenly stop working, and I couldn't pull the files off of it. On the camera I couldn't access them, and my computer I couldn't access them. My friend Blake even got like some special software to try and like pull them out, and that didn't work either. So I feel like that was a sign from life to tell me that it is okay to take a break. But I'm so excited to be back and to dive back into Star Wars with Meg for hopefully the rest of the year. Anyway, I do not think this video needed this big of an introduction. I just want to catch back up in this video. So the theme of this video is just what I'm loving in Star Wars lately and what I've been loving since I've been gone. Let's just dive in. I've got a list here that I've made. Star Wars just teamed up with Coca-Cola and released some amazing packaging and an even better advertisement, probably one of the best Star Wars ads I've ever seen in my life. So I thought we should kick off this video by watching the ad together. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna love it. Okay. What I love about this is that this is kind of exactly what it feels like to be a Star Wars fan, like going to a Star Wars fan event. Everyone in their cosplays.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again.
That looks like a lightsaber. That is cinema. To me, this is just like the epitome of the stories really do live in all of us. Movies stopped working, that's okay, because we know them all by heart anyway. Like, why wasn't I called to be part of this? This would have been my dream to participate in. Oh. K2S though. Ahsoka's up in here. I feel like they've got almost everybody. They've got a Death Star. Is that a costume that they sell somewhere? Like, that looks like a clip from Star Wars Celebration, honestly. The lightsabers. That makes me want a Coca-Cola. Something hits about a really crispy soda every now and then, and I don't know, that makes me want a Coke. That commercial really makes me want a Coke. And they didn't even really show their product in this video at all, which I think is crazy. It was just a regular Coca-Cola bottle and a lot of fun Star Wars stuff, but they're selling like themed Coca-Cola bottles to Star Wars. Let me see if I can pull up some images of this. Let's just take a look at these. Here we have Darth Maul with his iconic lightsaber. We have Ahsoka, and it looks like there's a scene of her against, I think it's Balin. It's kind of really, I'm looking at it on my phone, so it's kind of small, but I think that's her against Balin. And then we have Kylo, Palpatine, the lightning looks sick. We have Anakin, we have Vader, we have Princess Leia. This is definitely my favorite one. Like that angle of her with her buns looking so massive, and then the "Help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope" message with R2-D2 moment. That's definitely, I think that's my favorite design out of all of them. And then we have Yoda with the Dagobah scene. And then we have the skinnier cans with Boba Fett, Poe Dameron. Ooh, I love this one because Chewie's on it too. We have 3PO, and then that scene with 3PO and Chewie. And then this is the, oh wow, I need this one and I need the Leia one, like yesterday. That's really cool. Chewie, and then they're in the Falcon jumping to hyperspace. And then the bottles, there's a K2SO bottle, a BB-8 bottle, Cassian bottle, Lando. I love that Lando gets one. We have Din Djarin, Obi-Wan. Wow, that's a good one. I like the Obi-Wan one a lot. Oh, Padme looks so good in her Queen Padme Amidala red outfit on this red bottle. Love it. We have another Poe. Interesting. Boba Fett, Finn. Grogu is so cute. We have Han Solo. We have another Luke. Oh, that one has the binary sunset in it. I need that one too. And R2, it's a really sweet one. Rey, I love the side profile ones. Another 3PO. And then this is the one that they only have available at Disney World or Disneyland. And it's one that has Mandy holding Grogu. That one's really cute. And then we have the First Order Stormtrooper and another Chewie. And I guess this bottle is only at Disney World as well, but there was a can at the beginning that looked a lot like that one. I just think this is so exciting. I love when like random collabs happen. Like last year, Star Wars did the one with Oreo. Loved that one. That one was really cool. I honestly wish they were still selling them. I wish I could like have them right now and open a pack and you got to see if you were dark side or light side. That was amazing. I love when Star Wars collabs with like everyday brands that we all already have and know and love and are like staple. I just think it's so much fun. So that's one of my favorite things going on in like the realm of Star Wars right now. In the book world, there are some exciting things happening right now as well. I am definitely gonna make a new and updated book video because I have been reading my little tush off. I've gone through tons of Star Wars books since the last time we sat down and I gave book recommendations, and I have so many more that I have loved so much. But in terms of what's brand new in the book world, this is the newest that I have in my collection, and it is the final installment of the High Republic. I don't know why I still have these on. You know, I have been on this journey. I have read all of the books. I am almost finished with this one. I have about this much left to read, which honestly breaks my heart. I've been moving very, very slowly through these. Typically, I get through these so fast. I am not ready for it to be over. Over 30 books and tons of comics. It's a big life investment that I've made into the High Republic. And I'm like very, very devastated at the fact that this is the last new High Republic book I will ever read. So no, I'm not finished with it yet. Don't give me any spoilers, but I will probably be done in the next couple of days, if not by tomorrow or later tonight. So I've been really, really dragging this one out, and I haven't been wanting to read while I'm not home because I have a very emotional response to a lot of the things that are happening in this book. So I just like want to feel safe to feel my feelings, safe to cry and let it all out, safe to react. It's been an absolutely excellent book and an amazing ride, and I'm really happy with how a lot of it's going right now. I'm also devastated by how a lot of it's going right now. Yeah. Anyway, don't want to spoil any of it, but I just wanted to remind you the final book is out. And I think the last time we talked about the High Republic, I hadn't read the last 3, maybe. There were 3 left, and I've read 2 of the 3 and almost finished this 3rd one. One thing that's kind of keeping me a little less sad about the book's ending is that I do have a handful of comics left to still read of the High Republic. All of the comics also are not out yet. I do think we have a ways to go before everything is released for those stories for the High Republic, which is comforting because one novel cannot possibly cover every single High Republic character. It's just impossible. Though I do think out of all the High Republic books ever written, this one has the most of them included. So I'm like so impressed and in awe of that. But some are definitely not getting the spotlight that I want all of them to have as this concludes. So I think the comics are where some of those other characters will shine just like a little bit more. So it's not quite the end of the High Republic, but it's still getting to me that it is the final book. We'll know the epic conclusion of this main problem at the end of this book, which I feel like I actually already know. But there's still a little bit left, so I'm like, maybe there will be a change. Also had the Vernestra Rowe Acolyte book come out. I had started reading this, and then I read a Goodreads review that said it's gonna spoil some of the plot for Trials of the Jedi, which I did not want to do. I'm not gonna invest in over 30 books and then have the last one spoiled for me because I read something else too early. But I haven't read that one yet, but that's newer. I have a book about Jecki and Yord from the Acolyte coming out at the end of the month. It comes out on July 29th. It's a young adult novel. It's called The Crystal Crown. Coming up, we have the Bad Batch book coming out on August 5th called Sanctuary. So excited to read that one. There's a new High Republic art of book that's coming out that I'm so excited to get because I have it right here so I can show you. So this was volume 1 of the High Republic. It helped me tremendously just like get through. I also have a character encyclopedia right here, which also helped me tremendously. I love just because sometimes it's hard to imagine things. The pictures are just so lovely, and to see like the behind the scenes of a lot of this. Like I used this page for Vernestra's tabards when I made them for myself. I was staring at this picture so much. So there's a volume 2 coming out, which I'm really excited about because a lot of story has happened since this one and a lot of new characters have been introduced. So this isn't like the complete High Republic art of, so I'm excited to get the second volume. Acolyte also recently released a visual guide sort of like this. So if you're interested in that, Star Wars does such a great job with all of its like art of and visual guidebooks. I love them. That's everything coming up to September, and I think I'm going to stop with September because I do want to do more of a Halloween focused Star Wars video and news for how to celebrate Halloween as a Star Wars fan. That's going to be an upcoming video, so we're going to halt on news. Oh, I'm scrolling through and there is one more book that I have downstairs that I recently got that I have to show you. Okay. Women of the Galaxy. Look at this. This is probably the best coffee table book like a girl could have, and it just covers every single female in the Star Wars galaxy. Like, hello. Ventress's page. Ahsoka has a lot of pages. This is just the first one. Even Price has a page. I feel like every Star Wars girl just needs this. It's so empowering that there's a Women of the Galaxy book. I love that. And this is actually the second edition. So I think the first edition had Rey on the cover. This one has Ahsoka on the cover. But Rey is right there on the back. So it says it's updated and expanded from the first edition. Something else that I recently got that I really love is the Star Wars Lo-Fi. I was like very impressed with the track list because it's not what you would think it would be. First song on side 1 is Burying the Dead. Ahsoka's theme, Hera's theme. Love the more like niche song titles that they've chosen, and look at the artwork on the track list. Like, are you joking? First time I put this record on, my record player, like I don't ever know where I'm starting because I just drop the needle down and just like hope it's at a song I want to listen to. It put me right in the middle of Burying the Dead, and I literally cried because I just was really caught off guard. This is side 1 with C-3PO, and then side 2 has R2-D2 on it. I just think this is a really cool thing to have in your collection, especially if you are a Star Wars fan and you have a vinyl collection. Like, it's a really good collector's item for a Star Wars fan for sure. I feel so bad that I haven't shared a haul of everything I got at Star Wars Celebration here. I have shared it on TikTok, and it's a pretty long video, so you might see me just post that randomly. In the next coming days, I am wearing this exact same shirt in that video, where I'll show you everything that I bought at Star Wars Celebration. In terms of Star Wars fashion, I haven't really been into much of anything lately that's released, so I don't have any new things that I've purchased. I do have a new Disney bound that I'm working on, which will probably be the theme of next week's video. I'm going to take you along with me on the process of like putting that together because I always get questions about sharing that process, so that will probably be next week's video. Other Star Wars news, there's a new Star Wars drink in Galaxy's Edge in Batuu West, so the one at Disneyland in California. We don't have it here yet in Batuu East, but I'm crossing my fingers because it's a variation on the black calf with the Cocoa Puffs. This one is the same coffee base, but it doesn't have the cream cheese on top or the Cocoa Puffs. It's just like a sweet cream topping with Oreo crumbles, and the coffee itself is more of a slushy than an iced coffee. So you're not getting bites of ice while trying to eat your Cocoa Puffs. It's the perfect drink, and I just had to talk about it because I went and tried it and loved it, and I really hope we get it here in Batuu East because it would be my new favorite thing here. The last thing we're going to talk about is Legos, because I have once again accumulated a pile of Star Wars Legos that I have to build sometime this year. So let me show you what I have. Most of these, except for maybe 2 of them, were gifts from Lego, and the rest I bought. We have the Star Wars logo, which I cannot wait to build. It's going to look so good on my shelves, which I know there's no room on the shelves, but that's another project I'm working on. We also have Home 1, which is a really cool one. We have Chopper, who I did by myself, and obviously the one that I'm the most excited to build and I'm the most happy that exists. He would be a really fun video, I think. Let me know if you want me to build him in a video soon. Captain Rex helmet, which I feel like is a slippery slope because this would be my only helmet that I have, and I fear it's gonna make me want all the other helmets. But Captain Rex, definitely my favorite of the helmets. So. And then this was a free, I was so happy. The Camino training facility was a free gift with purchase for May 4th shopping, so got that one. And then also a tiny Millennium Falcon for like the first threshold of spending being crossed. So these are both free gifts with purchase. So yeah, I have no shortage of Legos to build in the future. Let me know if any of these sparked your interest for a video. I'm leaning towards doing Chopper for a video though. Let me know what you think. And speaking of Lego, they just announced that Rebuild the Galaxy is getting like a second part. So we have that to look forward to this year as well. And there's not really any other big Star Wars releases on the horizon until I think The Mandalorian and Grogu hits theaters. So it's kind of like a slow season in a way, but that's okay. We keep the magic of Star Wars alive regardless of whether there's a new show or not. And there's lots to do and be excited about anyway in the world of being a Star Wars fan. So I think that kind of wraps up our little catch up, what I'm looking forward to, what's coming up, just a little Star Wars chat sesh, which is why I made this channel in the first place, is that I had someone to nerd out about with in regards to Star Wars. So thank you guys for being here and allowing me to do that, and I love sharing this space with you guys, and I'm so happy to be back. I hope you guys have an amazing couple of days ahead until I see you again, and may the Force be with you. Bye.